several hours before they ever delivered the block. And then the young guy, he just helped. By late afternoon, his arms were about 6 feet long. They should be able to really move that. And everybody will be much happier. The weather's nice, reasonably cool. Pretty well along being finished here. Got a couple more courses of block to lay in the garage. This is the back of the house. Going to have a walkout basement. That'd be nice. Got a lot of room. The second story and 3 bedrooms up there, and a walkout basement. You've got grass growing in the garden area. Let's see at least one tree, probably a couple of them. The Hertzens had them taken down. They're over laying the garden. Of course, maybe no one wants a garden. I don't know. Got a little more parking to do on this side. That's as high as the wall goes there, I believe. I think they put cap blocks on them, but maybe not. Let's see what we're doing there. They'll frame it in. That's what they're going to do. Got the drain towel and the beams. I'll be setting them this week. It's raining here. Really getting serious. Second day on the job. It's raining. Got Gilbert over there with the belt on. Tuesday morning, 29th of July, beautiful day. Beautiful morning, and I think it's supposed to be less humid. The temperatures not be as high as they have been recently. Much better working today.
Yeah, this morning, I need some help. Dan don't want to help me out. You double one of those too heavy. On my current, the same one.
Elizabeth's giving Mike a hard time. With all the joists in place, it looks like, and putting the decking down. Since I was up here this morning. August 11th. Put the deck on, and it sat all last week. Well, and then we're working out over it. Well, part of them, others on vacation. They had a full-size crew here this morning, and they came up with these exterior walls today. Covering up the drainage, they have tar and the plastic on the basement walls. Down at the edge of where the garden was, looking at the back of the house, because there's a second story goes on top of this. Started at the back and swinging around towards Dogwood Road in the front of the house. And then goes across the street. Plowed, rotor-tilled, sat in the kitchen in the house, looked down this way, many an hour, talking to Mr. Friedman, discussing old times. She's gone now. The house is gone. A new one rising in its place. August 12th. Looks like the finished framing in the first floor and started on the garage. Got a step back there. I don't understand what that's for. But I guess I'll see later. The back of the house. Looks like it'll turn the garage in and be ready to start the second story. The bay window, I guess it is. The front entrance. I guess we have a powder room, coat room, and a mud room over there. I don't know which is which, but that's what it looks like. And the entrance to the cellar way.
this has me puzzled. But I guess we can just wait and see. We can always ask questions. But then that takes away part of the fun.
Put her back up.
Well, they're starting to do the border on this. Good morning, Jeff. Mark, how are you?
All right, how you doing, Mr. Gardner?
Take a lot of artists working on this thing. Is that Michael D'Angelo down there with that trowel?
That's right.
Supposed to be doing, well, that's all show. He hadn't been doing well boxing.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about back at.
That's not D'Angelo, that's Michelangelo. Well, we're watching a master craftsman plying his trade.
Baked tomato. I finally got a tomato baked.
Don't follow too hot, dude. camera's on y'all.
Being my best guy. Watch out. Camera's on, guys.
That means you gotta watch our mouth.
What are we doing with this? Come straight across here?
No, it looks pretty good, but it
What do you want to do?
doesn't look like the rower's doing it.
Make sure you show us this video before we try this again.
What happened here, Mike? Mike,
Yeah.
what happened here?
Got double? No, it's going on through in it, man. We gotta cut the joint right through here.
Two
Double ones there. Yeah, man, get that brush out of the way. I'll put another joint here.
It does look pretty good. I guess the final will be whenever you pull the plastic off, clean it all off. Getting ready for the next pouring. I guess once that's finished, then we'll put more of the foot trim along and be ready for the lay out the helicopter pad. Well, it does look pretty good. It looks very good. Unless you get really down to a final inspection, and there's a couple of spots you can see where this stuff's set up too fast. But overall, with the first time operation, it looks real good. Yeah, we got the rod cleaned in. Getting ready to put the joists on the second floor, it looks like.
Hi, Mr. Gardner. Trying to get you, wasn't he, bud? He had enough editing to do from yesterday. I don't think he wants to do any more today. Yeah, we're back over our own turf today.
show you there someplace. After a week of construction, pretty much every day with a full crew. I think part of the day they had people up at Crespo's. And part of the joists was laid in the second deck. Back of the house, back of the garage, east side of the house. What are you talking about dry? You just step in this stuff and the dust flies. It was 101 degrees yesterday. I think the combination humidity and temperature had a heat index of 104 or 6 or something like that. And today's Sunday, they're calling for more of the same. Slight possibility of thunderstorms and severe winds possible. I really like the back of the house. It's going to come out just about at ground level on this lower end. In the basement, that is. It really makes it very nice. Lot. Useful lot. Slight grade. Good drainage. Shouldn't create any problems for anyone with runoff. I guess each lot you sort of have to design the house for the lot and the location on the lot to take full advantage, and I think they've done that here, at least from an amateur's point of view. Certainly will be a nice large basement. Large enough for a nice work area and family room, whatever you want. There's plenty of room. He's talking about there's a lot we're looking at from the basement towards the rear of the lot and the tennis courts in the park. And the concrete has been poured, washed, and it is set. I don't know if we should keep water on that concrete or not. It was poured Saturday. This is Sunday. But the next part will be pouring in between the slabs with the brick colored cement and then rolled to simulate break. Looked like a patio and a shopping mall here. You would have dances and whatever you want out here. Well, this ought to take care of the concrete for today. I mean, for this job. Well, a lot of it in here. There's one sure thing about it. According to the weather forecast, this will be the last day this week to pour concrete. To make sure they get this job done before they have the concrete set up too much to make it tough to work.
This way's easier, Jack. It takes a few years to get a hang of it.
Get the job done without it getting it rained on. I know one thing. Some of these guys ought to sleep pretty good tonight. I think this guy's treating a little bit better too. The guy delivered this stuff the other day was filling these things up. Didn't leave any room for air, and once they get tilted, they're gone. I think they had dropped a couple of them the other day. The chief executive office has come out to check on everything. He's got either a radio or a phone there to stay in communication in case any unexpected development. I think everything must be all right here. Making his rounds. Well, we've done some backfill here. A little rough grading. Working on the second floor. More inspectors out here. Are you on your way up to see the big job?
Well, we thought they were here, but, I guess.
Everybody's up at Crespo's.
Oh, okay.
You can't miss that one. You got to go up and see it.
Okay.
If Matthew wants to hang around, I'll take him up in the truck unless he likes that ride.
Oh, he's all right. He wants to ride with me. He's feeling better.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, he's feeling better.
Everybody has a bicycle. Where's Matthew's? He's not ready for it.
He don't ride this time.
It's like to have the deck down up there. Framing in the rooms and the closets. And I didn't quite get the picture over here on this corner, but it looks with a hint here and there that there's going to be a what do you call the ceiling? High ceiling in here. The edge of the garden, near the entrance to the chicken house, where the chicken house was. The house is taking shape. The back end is pretty well framed in. This is, what is today? Tuesday, the 19th. Yesterday was our 54th wedding anniversary. So we went to the Inner Harbor and just sort of had a nice free and easy day. As a result, I was not able to keep up my duties of filming construction. Since they're pouring the Crespos, I'll need to get back up there. I don't want to get fired from this job. How much they have left in there. I feel good expecting to get this far with it. With this load. It rules in that area, so John's striking.
When we were standing on the other side, it doesn't look like the slope's coming that way. You stand over here, you can see it.
Well, we've got three different opinions. Joe says he's getting cocky.
Well, I
said
think
was
he
get-
made a lot of mistakes when he thought about it. What do you say, Mike? Is that when all the mistakes were made, was when you were thinking about it?
Worst thing you could do.
Friday? Saturday. No, stop. Want bear kill?
Monday, I think the 23rd of August, roof framed in. Probably start putting sheathing on tomorrow. Pretty close to getting a grade established around here. Backfill. Will work out real well, it seems. Look like a blue hen. I haven't seen one around here. West side of the house. Looking up towards Merriman. Grade's gonna work out real well. Walkout basement. Apparently. Good drainage, but not much drop. So you better put it on. Got to turn the camera off, so we got some more on the floor or whatever. But then again, looking through all these tubular boards, the framing is just a jumble anyway. Looking out from the bay window towards the back of the house. I was thinking of many times I sat here in the kitchen, somewhere near this location. Talked to Mr. Peterman. On my way down from Mr. Peterman to the Pumphrey's house under construction. Taking a look at our house from a different angle. Gilbert, big issue. Bread and goat. They finished framing the roof over the garage. Does the sheathing on the roof. We've got the drain coming out inside. I guess it's inside. It looks like it's going to be inside. Got this break time. We're studying the next splurge up there. The next move. That's right, it moves to bed. We got it all well planned ahead of time. ready for the roof. Boss is talking to plumbing contractor. Up there I see one of the carpenters. I think he doesn't know what to do next. He's waiting on the boss. Basement ready for boring. Close. I think we even hear names over there. I don't know if it's expecting the job. First floor. Plumbers and the heat man's in. Poured concrete in the garage this morning. I think the wait a little bit more. Second floor bathroom. Ductwork overhead. been a while since I've been up here. And hear Sam telling me not to take pictures. How about some action?
Huh?
How about some action? Can you fall off? Can you fall off the?
Once you go down towards the bottom, he'll do the crab walk for you.
Been a couple of weeks. Been a couple of weeks since I've been up to take pictures. Been a lot of action. Roofers are finishing up. Well, they have the top and the back side to do. Staying and pictures up there with it. Electrician's been up here, got it all roughed in. Stairs up to the second floor. Heating in. Had the ducts run. Got the sliders and the windows in this. Great room combination. Come over here and see what's going on. Like Mike and Gilbert are laying a drain pipe. On the second story. This is the master bedroom. Walk-in closet. Window set here. Ductwork, drain pipe, stairway, all completed in the basement. I don't know. I hear all this talk about who's working and who's not working. Don't want to see any of these guys fall.
I ain't been no. I heard him. I know what he was hollering at.
There's the happy homeowner. Yeah,
See who's on the board, don't you?
I see that.
Board's here for me.
Yeah.
See who's on that board.
I don't know. What's that mean, Sam?
We call him Backspin, but that's his name.
Does that have anything to do with a degree of intelligence? I didn't get any answers. Putting the siding on Punky's house.
Crap, I want Mike to know I was working.
I saw Keith just get out on the road.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're 2 weeks since I was up here. Didn't realize it. We're working on the sheetrock. Leaves are changing. Another 2 weeks, they'll be all on the ground. George's side of the back bedroom, looking at it from there.
Had all kinds of music there.
Got west corner of the kitchen. Looking across the dining living room area. Northeast corner. Looking across to the kitchen area. Looking down towards the basement area. Looking down to the corner of the basement, looking out towards the back. This area will not be finished, apparently, at the present time, but can be finished later. Looking up at the ceiling, see the supply lines and drain pipes.
And I also should say, by the way, just one other thing, if I hear from someone else or from you that you scraped the tires on this car, that's the last time you drive it. And we kind of laugh at that. But the daughter really needs to be able to allow you to say that. If you're prepared to say, you're not going to scrape those tires, she's going to stand by you. She does. And you're right, she has to trust me with that. Everything knows that this person has a group of good responsibilities. The man
fireplace?
Yeah. Let the sheetrock people finish. Because Gene, want to go anywhere? You want to go for a ride around the...
No, I think so. She's stiff and sore. She enjoyed yesterday. She did say that.
Well, I think most of what's on this tape is construction. And I just walked up to Pumphrey's place. I thought they had gotten part of the kitchen in, which they haven't. But since we have Gene and George here, I take a picture of their setup sideways in the back of the house and sort of relate it. Put everything in a time frame, which is, I think today's October 15th of December, 97, Pumphrey's. I guess they'd reached the point where they could move in, if they expressed that desire. Still have some landscaping to do, but probably a day or two to take care of that. Plumber needs to get back. And of course the carpet people, I think they're probably in and out for days. Not much anyway. That's the thing about it. I like the guys with the damn action. Time of year. Used to come up here and push one in Miss Peterman's house in the morning on New Year's Day. That was supposed to bring her good luck. This will be the second year, I guess. That hasn't happened. I guess it would sort of be like Christmas twice this year. For Keith and Virginia and their family. I guess that's the best way to do it. It sure would be. Making a mess out of Christmas if you tried to move. And have Christmas here. Certainly would take most of the fun out of it. Probably the next project over there.
Yeah, get Chief Senior ready to move in. Of course, with Christmas coming up, I think made a good decision by not trying to have Christmas in here. There'd have been so much confusion and hassle that it wouldn't have been fun.
Gonna do a movie on the next one.
Hmm?
We're gonna do our own show on the next one.
What?
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
What is that? Nuh-uh. See? That.
What do you think, Granddad, past inspection?
I think it's a very nice house.